11, and then we'll work until, whatever time. I mean, normally it probably is 8, 9, or 10, but, people can go out for a 2-hour lunch or a 2-hour dinner or just go home or, and that's one of the things.
You can all pick up that you're still hooked on the idea.
Yeah, I mean, because I think the funny thing is the 8-hour work day honestly doesn't make a whole lot of sense, to me, because I think, you can't be 100% effective for the full 8 hours anyway. Yeah. I have yet to meet someone that is going full steam for 8 hours straight that can say, I can do this on a daily basis. That just doesn't happen. I mean, you have spurts and, like when you get into the zone, you can stay in the zone for, a couple hours, 3 hours maybe, And a lot of times, though, you get all your work for the day done in that hour or two.
Very true.
Because you're just completely focused. Yep. And so, it's one of those things where, it's like, hey, we have these deadlines. This is when we have to deliver things. This is when we need to finish things. But up to that point, each of my guys can kind of decide their own schedules. So if they want to work, just a few hours here and there, but they'd rather work, less during the week, and they'd just rather work part of a Saturday at home or, stuff like that. I mean, I kind of just leave that completely up to everybody, Wow. And so...
Did you, I'm going to say a dummy question, again, like I told you off air, whatever it is, that I found out kind of the hard way. A lot of us did. We're the experimental age. This whole thing has been, So
Totally.
I found myself answering email. I still do it now.
Yeah.
But my days was, 8 hours. But because it's a computer, that computer goes home with me. And as soon as everyone goes to bed, I work all night. And years went by. And I went, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Wait a minute,
Yeah, totally.
This can't be good, and it's not even efficient. Like you said, you can smash in 3 days, and everything is done. But then you might realize that, hang on, I've just been checking emails for 3 hours. Let's face it, this is just answering emails. But we all found that out the hard way. So in your industry, before I came here to talk to you today, I thought, do you guys meet in a room together and then go, wow, okay, now we go home? Or is it constantly burning in your mind? You're the president of the company.
Yeah.
Okay, as soon as I wake up, it could be 10 p.m. at night or something on a Saturday.
Right.
Just keep working. I've got something to do.
Well, yeah. I mean, like it's one of those things where, obviously we have an office that we all gather at and work together in. But yeah, I mean, the biggest surprise for me in starting up Black Tower was just the fact that, when you're running a company, I mean, you're never really off.
Yeah.
And that was one of the biggest adjustments for me, early on, was the fact that unless I made an actual effort, to not check emails and, like on the weekend, it's like, I'm not going to check my Black Tower email account because if I do, somebody sent me an email. Because even if it's Saturday in Japan, it's still Friday evening in America.
Sure.
And so sometimes people send an email and then it's like, and then sometimes in Japan, people will go ahead and start shooting out emails Sunday night and prep for Monday.
Yeah.
But it's one of those things where it's like, well, me reading this on a Sunday night doesn't really kickstart my Monday anyway.
Yeah.
So I could just read this Monday when I get up. Yeah. And so it's one of those things where I've actually had to train myself on weekends. Like sometimes I'll actually go on my phone and, I mean, what's it called? I guess you can turn off, you turn off your email for certain accounts.
Sure.
So I'll disable, like my Black Tower email because, out of habit, I'm sure you do the same thing. Just randomly, you'll pull out your phone and click that email icon.
Yeah.
And, you click it, and of course, if you get an email, you're probably not going to completely ignore the fact that you have, 3 emails to your work account.
Yeah.
But if you disable it, it doesn't even pop up on that screen.
Sure.
And so that's something that I have actually done from time to time. I haven't been doing it recently, but I did it before, where every Friday when I would get home from work, I would disable, and I wouldn't enable it again until I started work Monday. and it was actually pretty awesome.
Yeah, of course.
Now, yeah, obviously...
Because the flavour you get or whatever from the weekend, the great weekend you've had.
Yeah, exactly.
It makes your working, those 3 hours that you'll smash on Monday.
Yeah, I mean, you need...
Exciting.
You need the time away. You really do. Because, I mean, no matter what, I mean, everybody's probably still going to think about work a little bit sometimes on the weekends. But, if you can minimize that, everybody's brain needs a break. Yeah. Like one of the things that I always do, on weeknights even, I'll come home from work and then I'll go for a walk. And I mean, when I say go for a walk, I mean, I'll go for like a 12K walk.
Cool.
It's like 2 hours. But I do that because, it relaxes me.
You're an animal. You're a human.
I can kind of think a little bit, but I can listen to music. I can just look around because I'm walking around Tokyo, freaking awesome city.
But let me guess, did you find out the hard way? Did you have your burnt out time? Like it's all of a sudden, like wow, I need to do something.
Yeah, I mean, I never quite got burned out all the way, but I did. Yeah, I mean, and that was about the time when I was getting so tired all the time. I was just tired, just exhausted all the time from work. Yeah. And that's when I decided, okay, weekends, turn it off.
Yeah.
And then I started kind of being able to relax on weekends because, I wouldn't worry about it. I could I taught myself to forget about work.
Yeah.
And I mean, that was great. I mean, and I think everybody needs that. I think, you really need to have weekends off. But that's actually another thing that, when I first started Black Tower, that I kind of wanted to set out to do. And, we haven't been able to reach that point yet, but I'd actually like for my guys and I to be able to shift to a 4-day work week.
Right, really? Right.
Yeah, I mean, I would love for us to be able to do that because, I know some companies experiment with that, some tech companies in the U.S., and that's something that I've actually always wanted to do because...
Do you ever count your hours? What would you be doing now? Oh,
yeah,
okay.
I mean, well, that's the thing, right? That's the thing is we'd already be doing probably full-time work in 4 days anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just basically giving yourself that extra day to relax.
Yeah.
But, I don't see that as a bad thing. I think having 3 days off a week should be able to refresh us even more when we come back in, and then we can hit those 4 days hard.
Right.
And obviously we haven't tried it yet. We're not quite in the situation where we can. I mean, you kind of want to make sure that that you have enough money in the bank, and you have all that stuff just in case. But the other thing about Japan too, which is kind of makes it a little bit challenging, is it'd be a little tough to roll into a publisher and say, "Hey, give us, however many millions of dollars to develop this game. Oh yeah, but by the way, we only work Monday through Thursday."
Yeah, those emails you send on.
Yeah, those emails you send on Friday, they're not going to get answered. So it would be one of those things where honestly, you probably couldn't tell a partner if you did it. Right. You just and the way some companies do it, tech companies in the U.S. is they'll actually take half the team that works Monday through Thursday and half the team works Tuesday to Friday.
Sure, yeah.
So that way. Somebody's always in the office during office, hours Monday through Friday.
Oh, this is like they're good. Or we're in a karaoke room.
Yeah, we're in the karaoke room.
Let's hear some of your Japanese.
Yeah,
hold that mic there.
Hi. 10 minutes left.
Yeah.
じゃあ、それで大丈夫です。はい、どうも。
はい、どうも。いいね。
Yep. So,
oh man,
we have 10 minutes left.
We have 10 minutes left to pack this all up anyway. Well, there is one other question then.
Yeah, sure.
Well, I just want to finish what that...
Yeah.
I love working. I personally love working. I can imagine if you had a 4-day week, you'd probably spend the 5th day secretly working anyway.
Well,
wouldn't you?
Well, that's the thing. Like, the cool thing about being a game creator is you're doing kind of a creative job, and I mean, obviously a lot of my job now also has to do with the business side. So I do all that non-fun stuff too. But, I also like to write. So for me, I would probably use that 5th day to spend more time writing stories.
Interesting.
So
like book writing.
Yeah. Like so for me,
out?
No, nothing out. But it's one of those things where it's like half dream, half pipe dream. But I mean, it it would be awesome one day if I could semi-retire and just write.
Say, look, no, because every Friday is what I...
Yeah, you know, I mean, yeah, because for me, too, the thing is, you know, I also write music and sing and stuff. But, I mean, all that stuff, for me, I'm not looking to make that a career. I just like to do it.
Yeah.
You know, and so I do it, and then I'd release it, meaning I'd just kind of put it out there. Like, I have no problem writing a book and releasing it on iBooks for free.
Cool.
You know, or on Kindle for free.
Satisfaction.
Yeah, because I really don't, you know, it's not about making money. I just like doing it. Now, you
producing.
know. Yeah. Creative. I just like creating stuff, you know, creating my own worlds, you know, I mean, and that's part of what happens in our games. You know, we create our own worlds and, you know, kind of own stories and stuff, you know, so all that stuff's fun.
Hey, what's a song? What's a song that I might know? Because I'm a singer.
Yeah, well, I mean, I guess...
let's finish this thing off with a banger.
Yeah. Well, what kind of music do you listen to?
Oh, well, I'm a Libran, if you know what that means. That means I love everything. I couldn't even say, yeah.
Well, see, I mean, like, for me, I think you could say I was musically born in the early 90s.
Yeah.
So my big, you know, that was the grunge period.
Yep.
And that was also like Boys to Men. Yeah. So it's funny because completely different genres, but you know, I mean, I really got into Boys to Men type of, you know, singing not RPGs, R&B, but also, you know, like Pearl Jam, Nirvana, Stone Temple Pilots, Alice in Chains, you know, all those guys. And yeah, I mean, I still really like kind of heavy rock music.
Yep.
You know,
you play guitar?
I sing, sing.
I sing.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. But so, yeah, I mean, we're actually in the process right now of writing some new songs for an album or mini album with my band.
You're in a band?
Yeah, I mean, we don't play live that much anymore. We kind of record music, and then when we finish it, then we'll do some shows. Yeah.
Do you know the band Gesu no Kawaii Otami?
No,
I was just looking them up there. No. Someone showed me this band last week. They are the best. I'll send it to you after.
Okay,
my phone just went flat. I can't.
Yeah,
I was looking at that song, hoping you knew.
No.
This is interesting, man.
Yeah.
Well, I have a second job, as I call it, is a cover band.
Oh, really?
Every weekend, I'm singing 3 hours. We do three one-hour sets.
Yeah.
We do a 4-hour show. So,
yeah.
So that's cool to know, man.
Yeah,
well, that is your side out of work.
Yeah, I mean, that's just something else I like to do. Like I said, I mean, I like to create, so, you know, it's fun.
That's cool.
Yeah.
We'll put it there, man.
Yeah,
really good. Let's finish on a... what's a song? What's one of those? Jeremy spoken clears today. No, another one.
Yeah. So,
clearly I remember picking on the ball. Oh, another one you might know.
Okay, so yeah, of course I know Jeremy. Let's see.
Yes, we're in a karaoke room.
Well, yeah, you know,
we haven't done 1 minute.
We have
karaoke.
no music going. We're just
singing,
living,
man.
We're just singing grunge a cappella. You know,
what's off the top of your mind? No matter how daggy, no matter how horrible the song is. What's a Boys to Men song?
A Boys to Men song? Yeah, well, those.
Come on.
Oh man, but yeah, that's.
Can you think of anything?
Yeah. When I feel the time's a ways to go. Yes. So, you know, of course, Stone Temple.
My mate's playing guitar with Scott Whelan and
really?
the Wildabouts right now.
Oh, really?
Nick, damn it. Nick Maybury,
Holy
a guy from
shit.
Sydney. He was in Sydney 2 weekends ago.
That's crazy.
And we were trying to meet up because they played at the Summer Sonic. Oh, no, but he was in another band. But yeah, Scott Whelan.
That's hilarious.
But what was that song? Go.
Yeah. The Scott Stone Temple Pilots.
Flies in the Vaseline we are. Sometimes it blows my mind.
Keep getting stuck here all the time. Is it you? Is it me? Search for things that you can't see. Going blind out of reach. Somewhere in the Vaseline.
Black Tower.
Yeah.
Good on you, man.
Awesome. Thanks, dude.
Let's have fun. See ya. Oh, there you have it. My Gaijin friends. another podcast. I want to thank all the people from around... Oh, there you have it, my Gaijin friends. I want to thank all the friends from around the world for listening to this podcast. No, seriously, I want to thank everyone for tuning in. If you made it this far,